welcome to another episode of Live with the Glitter Practitioner. That is me, Dr. Nupi. Thank you so much for joining me today on this gorgeous Monday evening. You might hear the birds in the background actually, because it's just beautiful here. Anyway, do let me know in comments where you're tuning in from, because I always love going back and chitter-chattering, and yeah, I always love the chit-chats in comments. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a doctor. I'm a family physician in the UK, a GP, and I'm also a transformation and spiritual life coach, as well as a soon-to-be published author and speaker. And nothing lights me up more than sharing with other people, be it my patients, be it my clients, truly how to understand what their health needs are, number one, and how to keep them in balance, and knowing how to realign and keep them replenished. Your physical needs, emotional, psychological, and spiritual needs. Because when you know what these are, when you take ownership of them and know how to maintain that balance, it is all about being your bestest, boldest, bravest, most badass self, basically. And that's what I mean by being you with bells on. And it is your bestest self, essentially. And it is possible. And when that starts to all click into place, that's when the fountains of glitter literally start exploding. Seriously, that's what I call physessence. And this is something that I wasn't taught in medical school at all, or in junior doctor training. This came from a pretty shitty time about 12 years ago. And funny enough, it's actually my guest today. We had a really fabulous newsletter out today about the things that really hurt and the painful times in your life, and actually what you can gain from that. And burnout for me 12 years ago was one of those. It was the most awful time, but from it came my blessings, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And that's what inspired me to create the F list, which is the framework. Essentially, it's the knowledge, the skills, everything I learned for myself and further studied, and integrated that with conventional medical care. And that's what I've been doing for the last 10, 11 years. And I fucking love what I do. Sorry, I'm swearing like a trooper today. I'm a bit tired. Anyway, I think the best way of showing you what truly realigning your needs, what it feels like, and how the process works is through my brand story, which was created by my amazingly talented soul bro, Devin James Stinson. And it is truly a piece of heart. It's beautiful. So, wonderful producer and big brother, please maybe have the brand story.
Follow the light through the storm. And this is not a light that warns, it's a light that forms on the pathway ahead. So you can maneuver around disaster instead of getting stopped by the obstacles. It just takes changing the obstacles. And then the impossible turns to possible. And then the storm lifts. You're no longer adrift. Breathe, focus, you've got this. Ahead you see a figure, a kind soul, and on the inside it feels like you might glow. Your endless cycles of cyclones have been turned to a breeze that just slightly blows. You're adorned with glitter, where you literally feel like a kid again. And this is when you realize how much of your life you've missed. And then you talk more with Dr. Nupi Aurora, who will holistically change your aura, where you and the new you won't be like strangers. No, you'll be like friends. Because this whole process is simply life-changing. So if you're feeling frazzled and you want to find your fizz and dazzle, then book a call with Dr. Nupi Aurora by messaging her right here on LinkedIn.
Oh, I love that so much. It's beautiful, very soothing, and I can hear the birds in the background. Russ is just cracking up, I should say. Right, I'm going to introduce my guest today, who is the wonderful, the most kindest soul, and I love him to bits. Come on down, Mr. Russell Hedge.
Ta-da!
Wow,
you're calling me Russell.
I
Yes.
know, I know.
Yes.
When I'm being very strict and very like, come on. Hi,
Oh,
fancy seeing you.
too much.
Here, my goodness.
How you doing, little sis?
I'm good. I've not seen you for ages. How are you doing?
I am doing good. I was just actually, Devin just texted me this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, what a great person he is.
he is.
Yeah.
Indeed, he is.
Blessed to have him as my friend. Good guy.
Oh, yeah, he is. And I'm not going to say too much because I tell him off if he says too much anyway. But very exciting collaborative project that we are doing, and that's all I'm saying.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Like it's leaving me hanging.
I know. It's F-List meets flow therapy, and it is going to blow people's minds away.
Awesome. I believe it. I believe it. Well,
hi, David.
I love all the stuff he does.
I
do.
It's beautiful. Yeah. It really is. Look, I don't know if you can see. I'm very proud of this drink. Look, can you see the glitter? I've got my own branding of my drinks now.
I see that. There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Glitter in your wine.
Glitter, absolutely. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Thank you for guesting on my show.
Oh, you bet. I'm happy to
our
be
show,
here.
really. Considering.
No, you're the queen. I'm just along for the ride.
Thank you. As Dr. Jeep says, your glitteredness. I love that. I always before I forget. Hi, Marilyn. Oh, everybody's coming now. Before I forget, happy birthday to Eva. Come on, Russ. It's Eva's birthday today. She's probably asleep now, but when she watches this on replay, happy birthday, Eva. We love you to bits, and you are incredible. I don't know what I'd do without you, and I don't know what Russ would do without you either. There you go. I've said it for you.
Well, thank you. She is amazing. Yes. And you got me wondering. I'm looking at something here as we're talking. Mm-hmm. Let me see here, because everybody being on different days. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to look at that. I'm not sure exactly on. Yeah. Did you see that on Facebook?
I certainly did. I saw it on Facebook. I saw it on LinkedIn. I got a notification and I was straight there wishing her happy birthday. So I'm just like, I'm so cool right now.
Did you hear my phone ringing on as we're here too? Of course we're on live, but my doctor's calling me while we're on live. So there we go. Oh my goodness.
No. Do you need to go?
Nope.
Do you need to go and answer the phone?
I'll just call back. Okay. They've left me hanging. I'll call them back. I'm just kidding. They have it. They're great. I will call back. They're fine.
We got some great.
But usually it doesn't be so loud in my ears. I'm like, whoa. Okay, so this is show on. This is the chaos show.
No, it's not. This is the Maverick. Do you know what it is? It's Mercury retrograde. I can never say that word. Mercury retrograde. I can't say it. Retrograde. There you go.
There you go. You did it.
I did it. It's true. Because earlier on, I don't know, I was feeling very mischievous and a maverick. And then later I was like, oh no, I'm feeling quite emotional now. I think it's because I've had the day off today. I've not had any clinics on today, which has been lovely. I've just been glitter bombing LinkedIn today. We've basically done a whole week's worth of commenting, reposting, liking, sharing for the week. That's it. I'm done because I'm
That's
in
awesome.
clinics for the rest of the week. Yeah, I loved it. And I've just
Well,
realized Russ.
I'm glad you're having fun, that you're full of glitter and things are going well. That's good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Buckle up. Yeah, Mercury is retrograde and it's a bugger. It is though. It's terrible, this one. Inga's here. Thank you, Inga. Hi, Matt.
Yep.
Thank you for coming. For everybody who might not know who you are, tell everybody who you are, Mr. Inspiration Specialist.
Well, my name is Russ Hedge, and I do want to focus on how you can be an inspiration to people. So I do everything from marketing coaching to live streaming to speaking, and obviously live stream producing. But today I want to talk about inspiring your friends, neighbors, family, people in general. And I want to talk about this book. I may not have talked about it before, by John Maxwell, called Change Your World. I love what it says down here at the bottom. It's how anyone, anywhere can make a difference. And that is the line that I want to focus on, because I think anyone, anywhere can make a difference. And I think that people get caught up in life circumstances, as you know. I mean, we're all caught up in life circumstances, and I've got some things that I'm dealing with, why my doctor is calling me while we're live. You know what? But it's all about keeping that positive attitude, just taking the next step forward and keeping moving. It was, I heard a real great TED Talk video the other day that somebody sent to me to encourage me. And it was all about how your attitude affects how you respond to stress and anxiety. And it was really interesting, because people that were told that stress and anxiety was horrible for them and was going to kill them did way worse than people that looked at it as a opportunity to focus, to get better, to move through situations. The way they looked at anxiety was really a catalyst to how their body responded to that. And as a doctor, your attitude is very important. So that I thought was very interesting. But I just want to encourage people that, you know what, you have amazing things inside of you that God created you with, that you need to get out, make a difference in the world, inspire and encourage people. Right. So there you go. That's me.
I love that, actually, because it's all about perspective. And what seems impossible, it's like my brand story words. The impossible turns to possible. How?
Yeah.
It's because you really can, by changing your thoughts, your patterns, the belief system, you really can change that perspective and heal, truly. And this is not makey uppy stuff. This is backed with science. I'm living proof of it. Russ, so are you. And thousands and thousands, hi Amber, thousands and thousands of patients over the last 10 years who I've been privileged to be involved in their care. Oh, that's why I do what I do. That's why I share what I share. And I think that attitude, the mindset, is absolutely critical. It really, truly is. And it boils, you break it all down. And it's all about love and self-care, first of all, looking after your needs. And that is self-love, which is the same energy frequency as unconditional love. It's the highest frequency going. And I was writing about this today. And yes, it can combat the fear, the anxiety, the mood, all of this stuff. I'm not saying you don't need treatment, for example. I'm not saying don't go down the medical route. No. But it's having this core foundation of your own health and well-being, of what you can do. And Russ, that's what I was writing earlier, actually, in the post, is you embody that. You embody that positive mindset, actually. And it's not just, okay, let's just be all positive, positive, positive. No, it's about looking at what else can this show me? What else can I gain from this? And it's also putting one step ahead of the other and not getting stuck. It's not let's happy skip around the house kind of thing. It doesn't mean that. And I think, yeah, you really do lead the way on that, I must say. You really do.
Well, life can be hard sometimes. That's why I actually did the LinkedIn newsletter that I did
Mm,
this morning, is because
mm,
I think people need to realize sometimes it's life hurts, is painful, things we're going through, but it doesn't mean that it has to stop you. It
yeah.
doesn't mean that it has to incapacitate you. And yeah, I mean, it's hard sometimes, even with my positive attitude and all that I'm doing. There's times when, it takes me a little bit to get moving and get, but I remember I'm so blessed by God with my beautiful wife and my family and my friends, Snoopy, like you. And I have so many friends like you that are like family. That's why I call you my little sis, because
Yeah.
you are just like my little sis. So
Yeah.
I just, I'm just blessed. And so those things really carry me through.
Yeah.
And I remember, and so what I do is I intentionally focus on the
Yeah.
positive things. I intentionally focus on the
Yes.
blessings. And what
Yes.
that does is it brings you around. It brings you back around from where
Yeah.
you are. I mean, it's okay to feel the emotion, to
Yeah.
feel sometimes life sucks, and it's okay to say that. But you just don't want to stay there. That's what I'm all about. Let's not stay in the sucky part of life. Let's get
Yeah.
into moving forward and making a difference. And that's why I love this book that I showed everybody,
Yeah.
Change
Yeah.
the World
Yeah.
by John Maxwell. He is amazing author, by the way. Next to the author that wrote Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. I mean,
Next to the author who is writing Be You with Bells On.
there you go. And it's funny, somebody, Christine Smith, Scott's wife,
Yeah. Yeah.
she messages me this morning. She goes, quick. Matthew McConaughey is on live on YouTube, and he's talking about live the life you choose.
No way.
Got a hold of a copy of my book, obviously, but no.
I think we
But
need to
anyway,
slap him with some copywriting
yeah.
stuff.
No, hey, if he wants to promote my book, he's free to do it. But no, I mean, it clearly wasn't about my book, but it was his message. I really loved what he was talking about. And yeah, so anyway, that's the whole thing, moving forward and getting beyond. So we're going through life, we're going through challenges, we're going through celebrations, really good things. There's lots of really the awesome things way outweigh the bad things. But
Yeah.
you're going through life, you're going through all that, and it's how you maintain. And somebody, people say, don't let your highs get you too high or lows get you too low. There's a lot of truth to that. You got to maintain kind of this balance so you don't go all one direction or the other. You really need to
Yes.
realize you got to
Yeah.
ride it out, and you got to stay positive, keep that positive mindset.
Yes. And I would also say, as somebody who does, live in the moment. Live your life as you're meant to, which is full of joy, which is full of
Yep.
zing and fizz pop, or maybe not. Whatever it
Yeah.
is that really lights you up, what makes your heart sing, what makes your soul sparkle. And you don't go wrong if you've got that as your compass. And when you're aligned to your passions, your values, your beliefs, that's how you navigate the ups, the downs bits. And actually, it's embracing the downs. It's all the shadow shit that comes up. And actually, it's embracing that. Because the more you learn about yourself, you can integrate that shadow stuff. You can integrate that fear-based emotion and the negative emotions and not let it define you as such. But that takes time. That takes practice. And I think something you said earlier, Russ, which is absolutely key to this, is surrounding yourself with people who unconditionally love and support you and who really are they're the ones who lift you up, who support you, who celebrate you, challenge you as well. It's not all the good stuff. It, stretch you, challenge you, but it's done with love. It's not to be critical or judgmental. And when you find your peoples, grab them, keep them, and just cherish that relationship, because that is what really does help as well. And it doesn't have to be your family member per se. There's lots of family dynamics and dysfunction, and it is what it is. But family these days and ages, it's beyond your blood relatives as well. You can have that extension around you. And that's us. That's so many people who've showed up today, and I'm all for it. And that is how you can draw your strength as well.
Yeah.
And allowing yourself to, in fairness.
Yeah. I mean, community is so critically important. When I always am talking connection and community, and it's because it's the foundation for your life. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a foundation for your business, but it's a foundation for your life. And people, they don't realize that we were created by God to connect, to be in community, to work together with people. The ideas of collaboration, all these things can honestly, everybody, if you want just a little secret, they can all be traced back to the Bible. It's all pretty much right there, I mean, God actually knew what he was doing. It's amazing. So, but the point that I think people need to realize is that, having others in your life, don't withdraw when you're having struggles, because I could withdraw because I have cancer. I could withdraw and pull away from life because I'm having to go through treatments and have surgeries and do these things. But you know what? That's when I need people all the more. That's what I need to be able to hold on to those friendships and those family relationships and everything that's going on. So, I mean, I just think people make that mistake. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but people withdraw when they have troubles instead of really pressing in when they have troubles.
Yes, very true. And I think also there's some gorgeous comments going on here in the comments. Fleur Van X is saying, believe just in yourself. Absolutely. And David is saying, it's having the people around you who you can be real yourself and raw and vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that is exactly it. It's how you present yourself. And learning how to be vulnerable even. It's not about putting a mask on anymore. Sack the mask. And that's when you allow the light really to come in.
Yeah.
And I think, sometimes it's okay as well to retreat. I know I think my nature is, I love being around people. I love being with people. I'm a people person. But there are also times where if things haven't been, things that, whatever's been going on, if it's more like Funky Town, for example, it's taking that time out for yourself. It's crucial, because a lot of that wisdom that you can bring up from your inner self, of just sitting with the emotions and processing them, journaling them out, digging, delving, and but having that, there is still that connection with other people, though. That's true.
So I think that people get caught up in they think it's either or instead of both and. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times you can feel emotion, you can go through challenges in life, and you can come out stronger on the other side, but you need to have that time. Yes. So and I talk about this all the time. You are 100% right, Noopy.
Yeah.
You got to have that quiet time. I do it every morning. You got to have time to yourself. You can't constantly be in flux with noise of life, even people well-meaning. I was just telling somebody the other day, there's so many well-meaning people in my life that just so much love and appreciation. I appreciate all of it. Sometimes it becomes overwhelming, and I have to take a deep breath and just kind of, because people want to be supportful and loving, and they are. I please don't stop. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you to stop being that way. It's just that sometimes even from
Yeah.
good things, you need to take a little break in your
So
brain.
true.
So every morning I get up and I'm quiet and I journal and pray and have devotions and just have meditation time. You need that. You need that. You
Yes,
need your alone time. It sets up the rest of your life when you take care of yourself.
absolutely.
So I just want to say what a blessing you are, Nupi. And I just want to encourage everybody today. You can have a positive attitude, a positive mindset, a great perspective on life, and still have times in your life that are kind of sucky and kind of you have to go through that. It's okay. That doesn't make you a bad person. It's when what you project onto others or where you take that makes the difference. When you get to live the life you choose, I always say life happens and then you choose.
Yeah.
Life happens. Sometimes it's great and sometimes it's horrible. And you got to deal with it either way. You got to go through it. You got to deal with it. But then you get to choose, where do I go from here? Right? Where
Yes.
do I go? What is the next step that I take? And I tell you, no matter how I'm feeling, I want to tell all of you, life is really amazing. Life is incredible. And you have great opportunities to get out there and do amazing things. And you just got to continue to take one step forward, one step after the other, even when things are hard. Because when life hurts and life gets hard, you need to realize that it's not going to always be that way if you choose to work your way out of it. And if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, I'd love to have you part of that on LinkedIn. You can just connect with me on LinkedIn and you can subscribe to my newsletter. That'd be awesome. But yeah, also, because Noopy's going to kick me out in here any moment, you can connect with me.
No.
You connect with me at
No.
russhedge.com. You
Can't we just
can.
do another 5 minutes? Come
I
on.
know. So, but yeah, russhedge.com is a way to connect with me, and I love to connect. My goal is to connect with over 1,000 new people again this year, like I did last year. So hope that you are one of them. And there you go. Noop, you can have your show back.
Oh. If you haven't connected with Russ as yet, you have to. Seriously, you really do. I think you're amazing, and I do. This is just turning into like, I love you. No. Thank you. No. Thank you. But it's true. And you know what? Grab those moments and actually tell people how much they mean to you.
Yeah.
Because authentically, not just because you're trying to be nice or whatever, or lick ass or whatever, say the truth, because it just fills your happy meter up. And I know exactly what you mean, Russ, about even the good stuff. It can be overwhelming. Like today I was writing posts, for example, and there was this influx of just the most beautiful comments, and I was getting so emotional out of gratitude and out of my heart just going with love and fizz and glitter explosions. But, I was getting really tearful, but in a nice way. And I just wanted to share that with you because it's perfectly okay to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell people how they make you feel, because people sometimes don't realize the impact that they have on others.
It's true.
Don't you think? And I think, what do you want to do? Live through life and not recognizing that sometimes. And sometimes that's all people need. It's about kindness, isn't it? And compassion and hope and love and gratitude. Gratitude is my biggie.
Yeah, it is.
Courage.
Well, I mean, people do need to realize it all starts with being thankful and gratitude.
Yeah.
It does. Because when you start from a baseline of being thankful and having gratitude, it's easier to be positive and to do
Yes.
things. And so, yeah,
Yeah.
for
Well,
sure.
gratitude is the power source for
Yeah.
joy and happiness. You have gratitude, it's much easier to then really bring that in and go, okay, actually, things maybe aren't as bad as I thought they were. It's how you combat the critter chatter, the negative, the fear-based energies, and transmute it. It's always that. You're always constantly cycling it. Anyway, listen, I better let you go because I know you need to go.
No, I always love being on with you, Noopy. I just put
I
up
love
my
it.
my LinkedIn link as well. So you guys, if you want to get
Don't
to my
forget to put
newsletter, you
mine.
can. Yeah, really.
Put mine up. Put
Shameless
mine up. Shameless
shameless
plug.
promotion.
And shameless promo. Oh, look. Hi, Aaron. I had my curlers in early and I was like getting very emphatic with my points. Sorry, Russ.
Oh no, you're
We
awesome.
were doing so well as well. I want to give a shout out to, I've already done Eva's birthday, but new show plug alert.
Yeah.
Soul Man Live, which I co-host with Mr. Aaron
Woohoo!
Gibson. Yes, indeed.
There
There
he
he
is.
is. There he is. And I tell you what, I'm loving doing that show. I really am. It's amazing. And thank you everybody for supporting us and showing up and turning up for all your support and all the amazing comments. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And also shout out to Matt Allen. He has his show, Kudos thing, and positivity vibes, all of that. And
Yeah.
I kind of flutter in, flutter out.
Well,
Everybody's turning up now. Come on, let's just do another 5 minutes. Hi, Diane.
you
Hello.
know, one thing I was going to say is there's so many amazing people. And as our good friend Aaron knows, who's out there trying to install HVAC systems right now in
Yes,
Canada while he's listening, appreciate you, Aaron, and all
he's
the
amazing.
show Soul Man Live with Noopy is amazing, and you're doing a great
Thanks.
job. I
Thank
want to
you.
encourage you to keep it up. I mean, Noopy's a little shaky, but you are doing amazing, Aaron. And
I've been really good. I get so excited. Jenny Gold was on Friday,
I
and
know.
she said to me, "Russ is here," and I was like, "I didn't see him. Where is he? Where is he? Hi, Russ. Hi." Just middle of what Aaron was saying.
It is yeah, it's
Oh,
I tell you,
that is
it is amazing the people out there that we're connected to. And so I just want to thank everybody. And I'm sorry that I can't always tune into everybody's shows. And Matt has got great things going on, Matt Allen, and I do my best. My schedule's kind of jumbled nowadays, just so
I
you all
think you're
know.
allowed. I think, if anything, you need to be more. I'm going to get all of the curlers out now. No, there's only so much you can do. Okay. You
Yeah,
need to look after your needs, please.
you
We're
do.
here for you. End of.
Yes. So, and everybody, I want to encourage
Consider
you all
yourself
to do that.
told.
Starts with you. It starts with taking care of yourself. And Noopy, I'm going to kick myself out and let you close the show.
No problem.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining me. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'll join you in the green room.
Thank you. You're a blessing. See ya. Bye, everybody.
Oh, I do love my Mondays with Russ. Actually, I love my Mondays full stop. I really do. Thank you for joining me today. I always love doing my shows. I really do. And please don't forget to tune in every Friday. I'm just looking at comments and distracting myself now. Don't forget to tune in every Friday, which is with Soul Man Live, which is hosted by Aaron Gibson, and I am his co-host. It's amazing. We are doing something a little bit very real, basically. An hour of music, fun, real chats. Yeah, it's fab. Thank you for joining me. I lost lost my train of thought then. And just as a reminder, you will find me here pretty much on LinkedIn. I live on LinkedIn. And my show is every Monday at 8 o'clock GMT, which is 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. And then my co-hosting show is every Friday at midnight GMT, which is 5 p.m. wherever Aaron is. And yeah, you can get hold of me on LinkedIn through my Calendly link, direct message me, and have an amazing week. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.